We're going to take some of this old pine sap that's been stuck onto this car. We're going to remove it with gum and tar remover. See how strong it is. See how much we can remove. Convenient 16-ounce bottle. You're first going to saturate it on this microfiber towel here, or any towel you have of your choice. You probably don't want to have anything too aggressive that's going to scratch the surface. Put the lid back on, make sure it doesn't spill. You're going to lightly massage it in. Now it is a flammable product, so you want to treat it as such. And see, we got most of it off, but there's a couple spots that are going to be a little bit too strong for the gum and tar remover. You can always retry it and eventually it will come off, but what we're going to do here is we're now going to remove them with 3D sandpaper. It's a 3D disc. We're going to take in, it's a 3-inch, use a 3mm orbital buffer. It's done on an air hose. We're going to take our 2000 grit sandpaper here, and we're going to remove the scratches. And make sure again you turn it low. Just kind of rub it out, nice and even. Go nice and slow. Make sure you don't work it too much. Make sure you check on how much depth's on your clear before you do this. But if it's not coming off, I mean, this is kind of the only alternative that you have. So just kind of work it out. It'll come out. You don't want to go anything heavier than a 2000 unless you really know what you're doing. And you know there's a lot of paint on there, because if you go a little too much, you're going to end up cutting through too much of your clear. So we're going to go ahead and work this out. A couple spots here. Remove some of these. Wipe it down. Just fill it with your hand. Sometimes you won't be able to see it with your eyes. Make sure you get them all out. And then we'll refine this with a wet sandpaper. Now that we look like we've pretty much got everything out, we're going to take, we found another one. Let's get this last one out of here. Now we're going to go with wet sandpaper, or if you have the 2000 still has enough life in it, it'll refine a little bit better when you do it with a wet paper. Or we have our 3000 mesh. And you do the wet because then it doesn't create as much pigtailing in there, and you want to make sure that you remove that debris and just lightly go over it. Now try not to create a bigger problem than you already have with this by sanding too much. Go ahead and dry it off, wipe it down, fill it with your hand, see if it's gone. Look as much as you can. Now we're going to take our K53 SDP, a flex polisher, adjust it to very low RPM, 3 at the most. Remember, it's a smaller orbit, so if you go too fast, it's going to be working like a drill bit and drill right into your paint. I take 501, put it on the pad, just keep sling down, just lightly work out the areas. Now, yes, we did a lot more. We can use a bigger pad if we like to, but then again, let's only work on the areas we need to. Use 501 cutting compound. Again, work it back and forth. Nice, slow, even motions. Now with foam, you're going to get a little bit of sling on there, but not too much. But the 501 cleans up very easy, so you're not really worried about it. We'll follow it up with 505, a dual action polish, and our light purple pad. This is going to be the uncut, the non-spider version of our purple pad, the K55 LP. And just nice, slow, even motions. Go back and forth, turn that speed all the way up, and you're going to remove any swirl marks you have left. Now, because we cut it out with a foam pad, there's not going to be anything left too much to cut. Make sure you wipe it off. Nice, quick, easy. Clean up any excess you have. And we did a little extra work by going over the hood. And there you go. Everything's been removed. Almost looks like a brand new car. We appreciate you taking the time to check us out on 3dproducts.com and at YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Go ahead and feel free to ask any questions you guys have. I'm Donald Williams with 3D International, and we'll see you next time.